Hello, Chicago Network is on the air. Hello, everybody. I'm Ryan Yanishadis, and it's time to focus. And we're focusing today on the Chicago Blackhawks. The Blackhawks, of course, had 3 games this week. Let's talk about them right now. First, Wednesday, as the Blackhawks were able to beat the Avalanche of a final of 3-1. Friday, the Red Wings were in town, or they faced the Red Wings. I believe that was in Detroit, and the Blackhawks lose 5-3 as they have the rematch again with Patrick Kane. And then Saturday, lose to the Oilers of a final of 4-3. So the Blackhawks lose 2 out of the 3 games that we're talking about here today. Another thing, their upcoming schedule, and we're going to talk about Connor Bedard in a second because there's comparisons with Patrick Kane. But here's the upcoming schedule for the Blackhawks. They will meet Monday. They met with the Flames at the United Center. Then they'll be in Nashville Thursday, a 7 p.m. start. Again, always an interesting matchup. The Golden Knights will be in Saturday against the Blackhawks at the Madhouse, and then next week as well, they'll welcome in the Hurricanes, Lightning, Wild. So they got a lot of home games coming up at the United Center. But the Blackhawks obviously have had a rough stretch this season. Looks like it's just going to be one of those years where they just don't play very. Like it's just going to be another one of those years. And one of the stories that came out this week was the, I'm trying to see, I just had it and now I can't find it. The comparisons to Patrick Kane. This is on a Bleacher Nation, and here's through as of this point, because of course Patrick Kane was on the Detroit Red Wings. So Bleacher Nation posted this last week to kind of compare where Patrick Kane was in his first year to where Connor Bedard is at this point. 162 games played for Patrick Kane. Connor Bedard, 110 games played. Goals, 46 for Patrick Kane, 33 for Connor Bedard. 96 assists for Patrick Kane, 66 for Bedard. And again, Connor Bedard is, I mean, for what it's worth, Bedard did miss some time with injuries last year. Remember, he got, hit in the face. He was out for a while. So he's 30 assist points, 99 for Bedard, 142 for Patrick Kane. Time on the ice per game, 1831 for Kane, 1946. And then shots on goal, 445 for Kane, 307 for Bedard. And Kane, it says, was more of an assist guy to start his career. In fact, he only scored 30 goals in a season once before he won the Hart Trophy in 15-16. So Bedard's gross numbers are on pace with what Kane did in his first 2 NHL seasons. In fact, they're eerily comparable in the goals and assists. Obviously, Kane had more wins because those teams were very good for the Blackhawks. That was the start of their 3 championships. So, in all honesty, it's just a rough stretch for the Chicago Blackhawks, and hopefully he finds himself and finds that rhythm, because I think that's exactly what he needs, and I think he's going to be the main cog in this team's machine. Obviously, hopefully more guys are attracted to come here and play with Connor Bedard, but I think the fact that you can see that and the fact that and I want to give credit here is Bleacher Nation. Got to see who wrote this article just to give him props. It's Tab Bamford of Bleacher Nation wrote that. So, I mean, the fact that there are comparisons to Connor Bedard and Patrick Kane, I think that's good. I think that's nice. And hopefully we'll start seeing that, because, I mean, it just feels like this year's been at a standstill. Hopefully I believe he's also on a point streak as well. So we'll see where this team is lined up for next year. Again, hockey is my fourth sport. I have not watched much hockey this year, mainly because there's not been much to watch. But Connor Bedard is the guy, and I think he's the one that's going to have to lead him. The goalie situation, Matzek's done fairly well at times, so I think that it should be fun to see where this team is like a year from now. And again, you don't want to be in any bad situations with this team. Hopefully they come together and we start seeing this team. It's a record high streak as of last week. So a great job by Connor Bedard. So he's on the street getting hot again. He's not going to be the big goal scorer. He's assists. He's that kind of guy as well. So Blackhawks still lose 2 out of 3 this week. We'll have a recap next week. So I believe next week it's a joint show because we got Cubs Con and all that other stuff. Let me double check real quick to see where next week. Bulls Blackhawks will be next Friday, so we'll have a lot of stuff to talk about because we have the sights and sounds of Cubs Con Monday, college football and NFL playoffs Monday, Tuesday. or Tuesday, Wednesday, and then MLB free agent pool. We're going to jump in there again and get an update on what's going on there. And then Bulls Blackhawks will be next Friday as well. So should be exciting there. So hopefully more exciting things for the Blackhawks, but the fact that they're comparing Patrick Kane, who was so crucial to those Stanley Cup teams, to Connor Bedard, I think that's something to look forward to going in on this Wednesday. Comment below. What are your thoughts on Connor Bedard? What are your thoughts on this Chicago Blackhawks season? Is there still something to be positive about, even though it's been a loss, a second straight year where it's been ugly hockey? Is there something to watch? Should there be a reason for me to watch the final 2.5 months of the season? Please let me know. Comment below. Subscribe to the Hello Chicago Network YouTube channel every Monday through Friday, 3:12 Central. We focus on Chicago sports as well. And don't forget to like the video if you like that. I like that story. Connor Bedard being compared to Patrick Kane. I'm Ryan Yanishadis from the Hello Chicago Network. Tomorrow we're focusing on the Chicago Bulls and what they got going on. I'm Ryan Yanishadis from the Hello Chicago Network, and don't forget, we're the focus of Chicago sports.